Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about Unfortunate Love was how Rishi finally called Lakshmi unlucky and inauspicious and blamed Lakshmi for Virendra's condition. So this particular update you're about to watch right now is how the series is going to end on Z World in a couple of days, and it is how Rishi throws Lakshmi out of the house, and then Lakshmi was presumed to be dead, but Lakshmi was later discovered to be alive and pregnant with Rishi's child. Then Lakshmi moved to the village while Malishka takes over Rishi as Lakshmi is no more in the picture. So please, if you want to find out how this series is going to end on Z World this time around, please keep watching this video till the end. After Rishi called Lakshmi inauspicious and asked her to go away from his life, Lakshmi comes to the Oberoi house and packs her bag. Lakshmi brings her bag downstairs, leaving from the Oberoi mansion. Rishi and Neelam comes there, and Rishi ignores Lakshmi and goes to his room. Neelam asks Lakshmi that what are you still doing here? She says as long as you are here, nobody will be happy due to your inauspicious effect, and Neelam asks Lakshmi to leave. Karishma comes there and holds Lakshmi's hand and pushes Lakshmi out of the house, and Mukesh looks on shockingly, and Karishma closed the door. Lakshmi comes to Rano's house with her bag. Rano and Lakshmi's uncle comes there. Rano says Lakshmi is here, and she asks Lakshmi not to make their respect dirty by bringing a load from her husband's house to their house. Pratek, that is Lakshmi's uncle, asks Rano that what are you saying? Rano says she is saying the right thing, and she asks Lakshmi to go back to Rishi's house. Lakshmi says to Rano that she will not go back to the Oberoi house, and says her values and her character were accused badly here as well, so she cannot stay here also, so she will go to her village. Rano asks Lakshmi to go back to the village and send the money that she earns from farming to her. Lakshmi says to Rano that I would never forget what you have done for Shalu, Bani and me. Lakshmi's uncle gives Lakshmi the house keys at her village. Lakshmi takes the key and takes their blessings, and she goes out of Rano's house with her bag. Lakshmi comes to the railway station. Lakshmi sits in the train and imagines Rishi coming there and shouting, Lakshmi, don't go. Lakshmi shouted Rishi. Lakshmi held Rishi's hand and Rishi falls on the ground, but it turns out to be Lakshmi's imagination. The lady sitting beside Lakshmi says nobody fell down and says you must have imagined something. The train started moving and Lakshmi cried. Shalu and Bani comes to Rano's house and find out that Lakshmi has left for the village. Their uncle says that we couldn't stop Lakshmi, and Shalu and Bani leave to reach the railway station on time. Shalu and Bani comes to the railway station and they ask about the train going to Godaspur. The guy there says the train has left some time back, and Shalu and Bani looks on. Ayush calls Shalu on the phone. Shalu angrily picks the call and tells Ayush that her sister has left the city all because of the Oberoi family's betrayal. Shalu tells Ayush that she will not forgive him for standing quietly while Rishi was talking bad about Lakshmi. Shalu cried, and Ayush also cried at the other end. The train is on the way to Godaspur. Lakshmi takes off her bangles and thinks that it is not needed anymore. Just then, the train comes out of the rail line and it started shaking. Lakshmi's ticket and bangles falls near the other lady beside her, and Lakshmi herself falls to the other side of the train, and some part of the train catches fire. Shalu and Bani see people running on the train platform and they wondered what is going on. A lady tells Shalu and Bani that the train that just left for Godaspur just had an accident, and Shalu and Bani are shocked. Ayush is still on the phone and he shockingly asks that which train are they talking about, and Bani says my sister left in this train, and Ayush is shocked. In the room, Rishi is about to throw Lakshmi and his marriage album away, but Grandma comes there and asks Rishi to give her the album because that is the only memory that Lakshmi left behind, so she would keep it, and Rishi gives the album to Grandma. Ayush comes to Rishi's room and tells Rishi that Lakshmi was going to the village in a train and the train got into an accident. Rishi is shocked and he leaves from the room in a hurry. Malishka asks that where is Rishi going, and Rishi tells Malishka that Lakshmi's train got into an accident. Malishka stops Rishi from leaving and says let that bad luck go. Malishka says Lakshmi should be punished for trying to kill Uncle Virendra. Rishi says that he doesn't know anything, but he has to go, and Rishi leaves. Rishi and Ayush comes to the rescue tent at the train station searching for Lakshmi. Rishi asks about Lakshmi Rishi Oberoi, but the guy says that he doesn't know anyone with that name. Just then, Rishi hears a guy asking another guy to write Lakshmi Rishi Oberoi, and Rishi is shocked. Rishi goes to the guy and asks that where is my wife Lakshmi? The guy says Lakshmi is dead and her dead body was half burnt, so they have done a last rite over there. The guy gives Lakshmi's train ticket and a bangle that was found beside a dead body to Rishi and says a dead body is burning over there. Rishi goes to the burning area and cried badly, thinking that Lakshmi is truly dead. Ayush comes there and cries also, asking God why. Lakshmi is at the other side and she is alive, but she couldn't see Rishi and Ayush crying behind her, so Lakshmi goes away from there. Lakshmi takes a lift from a truck driver and she faints, recalling the accusations that Rishi and Neelam laid against her. Grandma panics and prays to God to protect Lakshmi. Malishka asks Grandma to let Lakshmi die. Grandma asks Malishka not to force her to say something bad to her because until now, she has been staying silent. Ayush and Rishi comes back home and Ayush tells everyone about Lakshmi's death and everyone is shocked. Malishka gets happy and asks Rishi to let Lakshmi's memory go with her, and she keeps Rishi's head on her shoulder, and Rishi cried while resting on Malishka's shoulder. The truck driver brings Lakshmi to the hospital and the doctor tells Lakshmi that she is pregnant. Lakshmi gets shocked and she recalls her conversation with Rishi on their wedding night. A flashback is shown. Rishi says to Lakshmi that he wants Lakshmi to trust him. Lakshmi says she trusts him. Rishi says he was waiting for their marriage so that nobody can separate them, and then they consummated their marriage after the conversation. The flashback ends. Lakshmi realized that she is carrying Rishi's baby in her womb, so Lakshmi asks the driver to take her to her parents' house in the village. Then the show ended there and it takes a 7 years leap. So 7 years later, the story continues. Alright guys, to once again summarize everything that happened. So after Rishi blamed Lakshmi for being responsible for Virendra's condition, Lakshmi decided to go back to the Oberoi house and she packed her load and she left the Oberoi house. While Lakshmi was leaving, Rishi was there as well and Rishi ignored Lakshmi completely. So Lakshmi got into a train and she decided to go back to her village. But unfortunately, Lakshmi's train got into an accident and the train caught fire. So Lakshmi's ticket and her bangle went straight to another dead body that was in the train. So the rescue team believed that that was Lakshmi's dead body. So they they did their normal ritual of burning their corpse. So as they were burning the corpse, Rishi and Ayush comes there and the rescue team broke the news to them that Lakshmi is dead. All because they saw Lakshmi's train ticket and a bangle lying near a dead body, and it was a fire accident, so they couldn't see the person's face properly. And by the way, before Rishi and Ayush got there, they've already performed the last rites for the dead bodies, so they couldn't recognize if it was Lakshmi or not. So Rishi returned back home and cried bitterly. Then Malishka decided to use this opportunity to get close to Rishi. Then on her way to the village after the train accident, Lakshmi fainted and she was rushed to the hospital. And that was where Lakshmi discovered that she is pregnant with Rishi's child. So Lakshmi made up her mind and she decided to still go to that village and take care of her baby all alone. And that is where Zeeworld is going to end this series for this season. So season 4 is now going to come back probably next year when the show is going to take a 7 years leap. And in that 7 years leap, Lakshmi will be seen with her daughter Parvati, and Rishi would also be a big business tycoon and he would have married Malishka by then. But he's not going to live with Malishka like husband and wife because he still carries the memory that he shared with Lakshmi, even though he believes that Lakshmi is dead. Then at the end of the day, both Rishi and Lakshmi would unite and they will find out that Lakshmi was pregnant and she gave birth to twins, which is Parvati and Rohan. But Rohan is going to end up living with the Oberoi without them knowing that he is actually Rishi's son, and Parvati will live with Lakshmi. So all of these roller coaster stories are going to definitely be posted on this channel. If you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, please don't forget to like it and also drop a comment if you can. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.